to the Indiana Fever. She is now alongside Aaliyah Boston. That's net. We already knew that. Once they got number one, I was like,
Yeah,
oh,
we
okay,
knew that
Caitlin
was gonna
Clark. We
happen.
knew that, right? We knew this months ago. Once they got number one, that Caitlin Clark was going to be joining Aaliyah Boston there. So, again, number one pick, top spot. I want to know, what will her impact be in the WNBA? What are we hoping that her impact is going to be? You know,
Right away.
I personally, you know, I mean, I know they're looking for like numbers to shoot up and viewership to go up and stuff like that. And I think that she'll definitely make an impact on that side. But if I ain't gonna hold you, I think that Caitlin and a couple of these girls are gonna be very humbled the first year. Personally, me playing wise, they're gonna be pretty humble the first year. But I'm gonna start with you. Have what will Caitlin Clark's impact on the WNBA be?
For one, she's about to. I mean, you got Sabrina Ionescu. That's a hell of a shooter, but I feel like Caitlin Clark shooting is just on a different tier than Sabrina's. You know what I mean? Like, I ain't gonna lie. When you look at Caitlin, her gravity is like Steph's. You know what I'm saying? Her impact is, you gotta defend her, trap her off screens. You gotta make sure you know where she's at all times. She's going to make everybody around her better because the attention that she's going to grab, for sure. Aaliyah Boston is going to love Caitlin Clark. She's going to love her. All the one-on-one she's going to be able to get in the post. She ain't going to be able to get all that attention, because if you do, she's going to kick it back out to that shooter. And I agree with you. Like, it's going to be a challenge for Caitlin, especially defensively. They're going to make Caitlin play some defense in the WNBA. But, you know, just to see her, I feel like, I'm gonna be honest with you. I think Caitlin gonna come in this first year in the WNBA and she gonna be lights out. I think that she like she said in her interview after she got drafted, like, she's ready for the challenge. She said she's ready to see what the WNBA brings, and I think she gonna come out from the rip. She ain't gonna have no rat. That's how I feel. I think her impact is gonna be amazing, and it's gonna build the brand of WNBA. Like, she's a star, and she ain't even shoot a basketball for the WNBA yet. It's crazy.
Go ahead, look.
Yeah, I mean, I agree she's a star, and I agree. Like, to me, all of these ladies, like, all of them are gonna have a major impact. From Caitlin, from Angel, from Cardosa, from what's the old girl that went second? I can't even think of her name right now. Yeah, Brink.
Yeah.
All of them are gonna have a major impact. They were stars in college, and then you bring them up to the, like you said, this was a historic draft. Like, this was a historic night for the WNBA. As far as Caitlin, her first year, listen, I don't think she's gonna have the impact that everybody thinks she's gonna have the first year. Just like on the playing level, just because it's a different beast. Even LeBron coming out of high school, going to the NBA, was humbled his first year, and it took him time. Like, it took him time to get adjusted and build up to, you know, that third year he had, that second year he had, because he was averaging like 20 points his first year or something like that. He had game, like, his first game was amazing. Second game was okay. Third game, he was at like 8 points. Like, he even had an adjustment period. We saw Wemby have an adjustment period. And these are supposed to be like those next generational talents or whatever. So I do agree that I think her shooting is on the next level from Sabrina. But even when Steph got in the league, minus the injuries, he had a challenge. Even with his shooting, he was challenged. So I think she's gonna have it's gonna be a learning curve. So she's gonna have an adjustment period. She may have a really good first game, and then she go on a stretch of games where she just don't look the same. Just because it's an adjustment. It's gonna be an adjustment for everybody. But I think once she gets in her groove, she's gonna be lights out. Like, once she finds her groove in the WNBA, finds out what works and what doesn't, or what she needs to work on better, she gonna be lights out. She definitely needs to work on her defense though, because they're gonna run her around. So she definitely got to work on her defense. But yeah, and I agree with Hollywood about Rickea Jackson. Her going to the Sparks, that was crazy. You know, and I got Nika Mule. Yeah, play some
Nika
defense.
Mule.
Learn from Skylar Diggins Smith, baby.
So I think I agree with what y'all said about what her impact on the court will be. But she's really going to take this thing up to the next notch when you're talking about off the court.
Mm-hmm.
I think that the cities that didn't see her play in college are gonna flock to see her play in the WNBA. Like it's
Indiana gonna be
not even,
busy. I'm telling
yeah,
you
oh
that right
yeah,
now.
they're gonna
Mm-hmm.
be busy. And
Indianapolis gonna be busy.
but I do think that it has to. She got to come out guns blazing, like Heaven's talking about, or it's gonna die down a bit.
I
We
don't
don't
think it
really
will.
realize, and I didn't even realize. I mean, they just played in the championship. The WNBA draft is the day, and then like training camp is in like 3 weeks, and then they start
Damn.
like or 2 weeks, and then the
Yeah.
season start like May 14th.
Yeah, season
That's
starts in
crazy.
May.
It's very fast. It's very fast. So they also have a period where they don't cool off. She could still be smoking from the season that she just had in college. You know what I'm saying? But I think that it's going to 100% increase viewership. Folks are gonna come to see her. I think before the draft even started, the Suns had tickets on sale for when they see the Fever before
First
she
game.
even
I think it's
went
the
First
first
there. You know
game.
what
game.
I'm saying? So like they're already using her, and I didn't really. I had to sit back and really think about what Coach Louis Vuitton Don said. Just Caitlin putting that thing on her shoulder, and she did. You know what I'm saying? She really, really put the sport on her back these past 2 seasons, and just had a hell of a buzz. Shout out to Angel Reese too, because I'm sorry, but a lot of that is Angel. I feel like people watch tonight's draft, they already knew where Caitlin was going.
Yeah,
A lot of people tuned in to see where Angel Reese would fall.
See, and that's what I
I
was gonna
agree.
say too. Because I mean, I agree. Caitlyn put it on her back, but I think she had help carrying the weight.
I agree. I agree.
She did have help.
She had a lot of help carrying.
She had help.
100%. She, like we just talked about, this is a historic class. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So, obviously, these other women, they were dope and were highlighted. We talking about Cameron Brink. You know what I'm saying? We talking about Cardoza. They're dope.
Yeah.
But Caitlyn did that, man. I've never just the way they was talking about her, and they probably do this for all first round picks, but it just felt different tonight. You know what I'm saying? It felt like they were talking about a LeBron James coming out as the number 1 pick, like whatever that hyped up number 1 pick is in the NBA.
For sure.
I felt that for Caitlyn tonight. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to her. Her impact is going to be great if she keeps shooting that thing like she's shooting it.